It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah, home to the Utah State Aggies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on last year's national champion, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Beavers will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Oregon State! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Finding open areas. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. The Aggies in the hurry up.
Well, this is an offense that really prides themselves on running the football, and there was no question they were going to go for it there on 4th and short. Not only did they get the first down, they rip off an explosive play on the ground.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Moves around to clear up the vision. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
To the air on 2nd down. And wings it incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And the Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational. dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds him out of the backfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan. And
breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Beavers!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Rice came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Houston had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's going to fire deep. Makes a grab on the shot. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving him and creating an explosive play.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Utah State.
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He might want another play. on 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the middle. He's got it. 1st down and more. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Calls his own number. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah State.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Working the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the back.
There he goes. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot. Catching it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
21, Utah State, 14.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. On target to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Utah State up-tempo.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on 3rd down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure there wasn't a catch. That was a fantastic play defensively.
He'll take another shot here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He makes the catch. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. They want to run this quarterback. Called his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UTEP has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 20 to Texas Tech. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Touchdown, Utah State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Beavers want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Throws to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but won a play to get the football back.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Motion from the wideout. Going right to work up top. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Quarterback making adjustments. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good at zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. And you saw that linebacker do it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pucks it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And it's caught inside the 25. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get there.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Takes it the other way. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Aggies. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
No reason to risk trying. Field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it. Turning it on! Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He's got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Beavers will hustle to the line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Touchdown, Beavers! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring this one out. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Utah State Aggies will take over first and 10.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This one's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Using the quick game.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Avery. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pulls it in down the sideline. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
He'll get rid of it. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this QB, you can tell, did a really good job of continuing to buy time, go through his progressions. He wanted to make the big play and even got outside the pocket a little bit to his left and took the deep shot down the field. Just missed.
Snags it over the middle. Breaks into the open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He goes out of bounds, and take us to the start of the fourth quarter. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
The offense pops it up. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Touchdown, Oregon State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Clemson was able to finish off a close one in Death Valley today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Utah State up-tempo. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Brought down at the 32-yard line, picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Touchdown, Utah State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner can find no daylight. He goes down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the 1st down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
And the Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the 1st down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket. So he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
Power football with the run. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
The Beavers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Fires to the right, and the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab inside the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Beavers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A designed run for the quarterback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, this is a big 3rd down coming up. What is this offense going to lean on? They've tried the run. They've tried the pass. Hasn't been great. They've got to put something together here trailing the 4th quarter.
Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Beavers! They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. And that is how we will wrap this one up. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just, they fight.